Have you ever wondered why one of the world's most famous fortune tellers, Vanga, was afraid of Scorpios? Yes, this particular mysterious, keen and powerful sign. What is behind this fear? Why exactly they, and not other signs, left such a mark in her life? This mystery may have long been hidden from the eyes of the average person, but today we will reveal it. Scorpio is not just a zodiac sign. It's a whole universe filled with mysterious forces, unyielding determination and secret motives. They are the ones who will raise a storm, but will themselves remain in the shadows. Scorpio is an enigma that cannot be fully unraveled. It harbors an extraordinary power that sometimes frightens even the strongest of men. But what makes it so unique? Why can its presence be felt even at a distance? There it is, the mystery. Why is this mystery still hidden from so many? Why, with each passing year, do we only begin to guess what powers are hidden in these people? Today you will learn more. And perhaps a lot will become clear to you. A secret that has been hidden for centuries. What makes Scorpio so unique among all the zodiac signs? It's not just a burning attraction or bravery. It's more than that. The power it radiates is unimaginable. It's like a magnet, invisible, but so powerful that even the calmest waters can't stay at rest near it. And that power is not always obvious. But, oh yes, it is there. So what is this energy that Scorpio radiates? It's an energy that makes everything around it vibrate. It's something magical. Invisible, but tangible. When Scorpio enters a room, the air is filled with tension. People start to adjust, feel his gaze, his presence. And it's not just an influence. It's a powerful wave that can sweep away everything in its path. And as for the myths, they exist for a reason. In many cultures, Scorpio is seen as a symbol of power, mystery, and even danger. In ancient Egypt it was considered sacred, and in ancient Greece it was the embodiment of transformation. In Indian mythology, the scorpion is the link between life and death. Every culture attributes something special, and often mysterious, to him. Maybe that's what makes it scary. After all, someone who can influence people's fates, someone who embodies death and life at the same time. How can you understand him? How can one not be afraid? Vanga and her unique connection to astrology. Vanga. A name that conjures up images of a great soothsayer who had the rare gift of seeing the future. But how did she perceive astrology? For her, it was not just knowledge of the stars, it was a connection to deeper, mystical forces that guide human destinies. Vanga believed that each sign of the zodiac had its own strengths and weaknesses, and her gift allowed her to see exactly how these qualities could manifest in a person's life. But there was one sign that was always special to her. Yes, it was Scorpio. She saw this sign as something more than just a character or temperament. To her, Scorpios are not just people. They are powerful forces. But why did she fear them? Vanga sensed something mysterious in their souls, something that could not be controlled. Their inner strength, their hidden energy was something that could not always be predicted. To her, Scorpios were like whirlpools, capable of pulling anyone in. Can they control fate? Or do they become its victims? It was this mystical and powerful nature of scorpions that made her wary. Vanga, more than anyone else, sensed this hidden potential, the potential for destruction or greatness that could suddenly manifest itself at any moment. To be around such people is always to take a risk. The psychology of Scorpio, what does his soul hide? Scorpio. When you meet him, at first glance he may seem calm and even a little mysterious. But it is in this that his strength is hidden. Behind the outer mask of calmness hides a volcano of emotion, attraction, and determination. This is a sign whose energy is unpredictable. Fiery passion is not just a feeling for Scorpio, it is his element. He cannot exist without emotion, without deep affection, without fighting for what is dear to him. He loves brightly and strongly, but is also capable of cruelty if he is betrayed. Scorpio's intuition is not just developed, it is hypersensitive. He can sense people's hidden intentions, even when they try to hide them. And what are the secret motives that drive Scorpio? No one knows. Even he himself sometimes can't explain why he acts the way he does. He just feels it. That's why other signs often cannot understand his actions. They see only the tip of the iceberg, but cannot understand what lies beneath the water. Scorpio's actions are always multi-layered. He may seem sincere and open, but there are other intentions lurking behind it. This is why if you run into him, you will never be able to see his true soul at first sight. Scorpio will keep his cards to himself, always maneuvering and calculating a step ahead. And as for manipulation, Scorpio is best at it. He knows how to read people, feel their weaknesses and use it to his advantage. But don't think that he does it out of malice. For him it is more of a way of survival. In any situation, he is able to maneuver, change his position to come out victorious. Not because he enjoys winning, but because he cannot afford to lose. Why was Vanga wary of Scorpios? Vanga was not just a person with the gift of prediction. She was a true master of feeling and understanding human souls, unmistakably reading every thought, every movement. Her intuition was so sharp that many believed, she could see not only the future, but also the most secret corners of people's consciousness. For her, each person was like an open book, she saw what was hidden from the eyes of ordinary people. But here's the paradox, despite her supernatural abilities, Vanga felt a special wariness, even anxiety, about scorpions. Why? Because she sensed in them something more than just ordinary people. Their powerful inner energy, their ability to influence others and the fate of others frightened her. Vanga knew, if a Scorpio decided to act, he would follow his goal without regard for the consequences. He is capable of changing the course of events, shuffling the cards of fate so that everyone is on his side. She had seen how they could manipulate situations and people, effortlessly getting their way. And that was exactly what was dangerous to her. The mystical power of Scorpios lay not only in their ability to attract attention, but also in their powerful inner influence. They could change the course of their own destiny and the destinies of others, simply by their presence or words. This is the art of manipulation, this ability to influence people without overt effort. And Vanga, more than anyone else, felt that such people could be too dangerous for the world. Scorpio and its influence on the future, an astrologer's view. Scorpios are not just people who go about their lives. They are the creators of their destiny. The ability to control events in their lives and the lives of others is their undeniable power. They can customize their lives the way they want, if only they decide they want to. It is no coincidence that Scorpios often become leaders, entrepreneurs, people who change the world. Their inner strength and determination leave no chance to those who decide to get in their way. After all, a Scorpio never gives up. This is where their potential for success, growth and transformation lies. They have a unique ability to not just adapt to change, but capitalize on it. They can be reborn through some of life's most difficult moments. This sign is associated with the concept of transformation, and every crisis for Scorpio is a chance to become stronger. He goes through the fire and comes out of it renewed, like a phoenix. These people are true magicians of their own destiny. What does the future hold for Scorpios? Predictions say that the nearest period for them will be a time of change. Scorpios can expect significant changes in their personal life, new acquaintances that may develop into long-term relationships, or deep inner changes that will push them towards new life goals. In career, this is a time when their leadership skills, strategic thinking and manipulative abilities will bring success. However, they need to be careful not to get lost in their ambitions or overreach, because their power could backfire on them. But for Scorpios, there is no obstacle they can't overcome if they want to. So, what is this mystery that Vanga was afraid to talk about? Why did she feel not only admiration but also apprehension in the Scorpions? The answer is simple and complex at the same time. Vanga was afraid of them for a reason. She saw in them a power that could destroy everything in its path, but also create something magnificent. These were people whose energy was so powerful that it could turn not only their fate, but also the fates of those around them. Someone with such power could be dangerous if they didn't learn how to control it. But who are these mysterious and powerful Scorpios? They are people who can become great if they learn to use their energy correctly. Their intuition and passion allow them to predict the future, manipulate events, and achieve the impossible. But along with this power comes responsibility. Scorpio is not just a sign, it is the embodiment of life itself, with all its dark and light sides. So what to do with this knowledge? Embrace your power. Open new horizons. Know that you are the one with this powerful energy that can change everything around you. Now that you know what your sign is hiding, unlock its secrets, utilize your abilities and discover new possibilities in life and in astrology. Scorpios, you have incredible strength and intuition. But how can you use them for good? First, trust yourself. Your intuition is not just a gift, it's your compass in this world. Follow it, and you will be able to avoid many difficulties. But be careful, sometimes your inner urges can be too strong. Don't let your fervor and emotions cloud your judgment. A word of caution, avoid being overly manipulative. Your ability to influence people is a powerful tool, but if misused, it can hurt you and those around you. Remember that power must be balanced with wisdom. Use your power wisely and it will become your greatest ally. In the year ahead, be ready for change. New opportunities will open up for you, especially in your personal life and career. Try not to go overboard in your ambitions. Give yourself the opportunity to grow, but don't forget about those around you. Remember, your power lies in your ability to transform not only your life, but also the lives of others.